What's up, YouTube? Back with another video. I decided to make this real quick before I head out. So this is going to be, I guess what I like to use for the fall. It's not really like a specific number like everybody else does. I do like my 5 top fall lures. Well, I have a lot, so it's gonna be a lot more than 5. And I don't do things like other people do it. So let's get into it. So I guess the first bait that I have the most confidence in the fall is a spinnerbait. So I would either use like a little finesse spinnerbait, like this one, or just a regular one. Now, on cloudy days, I like to use the silver blades instead of the gold blades. And then on bluebird skies, I like to use the gold. And it's mostly bluebird skies, so that's why I have mostly gold spinnerbaits. The next one would be probably the jerkbait. I've caught some pretty nice fish on a jerkbait. And I have a couple that are my favorites to use. I was given this one by my uncle, and he was like, I've caught really big fish out of your pond with this jerkbait. And I was like, okay, well, I'll try it. So I ended up catching a big bluegill on this jerkbait, and it was hilarious. But I haven't caught a bass off this yet, but I really haven't thought it much because I've been into the spinnerbaits. So this is like it's kind of bigger than the regular size jerkbaits. This is in a black and gold with like a orange belly. This is my second favorite one. This is the Money Gill by Livingston. I tend to stick to like the regular patterns. I get a bluegill, like a black and gold, chrome and black, and then a shad pattern. So this is the bluegill. I have a lot of bluegill in my pond, so I thought that one a lot. This is I think this is the gold sexy shad. I like this one better than the regular because for some reason the fish in my pond like gold a lot more than they do the silver. So I have a lot of confidence in this one. And this is just like a regular Strike King one. Another one by Strike King I like is the Pro Blue. I like how it's like blue on the top and then it kind of fades into like a purple and then it's translucent on the bottom. And this one has rattles. I think all of these have rattles actually. Yeah. The only one that doesn't have rattles is the big one. But all the other ones have rattles. I haven't really found that the rattles matter much. So, I guess leave a comment down below if you like rattles or not rattles in your jerkbaits. The next one would be a square bill. Again, I stick to like regular patterns. So this is my favorite one. It's the bluegill one. This is actually the Movement 80X from 6 Cents. I love this square bill. I've had more luck out of this square bill than any other square bill I have. Then I have, like I said, a shad pattern. This is the gold sexy shad again. And then instead of the straight gold and black, I have a crawfish. This is a Lucky Craft 1.5. And it's like a matte color. I really like it. I want to get that 6 Cents, I think it's called Lava Truce. It's like a brighter orange and red, and I think it looks really cool, so I'm going to try it. So the next lure, I don't really have a lot of confidence in, but I have caught fish in it. during the fall and the winter, but I really don't throw these a lot. That would be the football jig. You can throw this in black and blue if it's staying water, and either green pumpkin or like watermelon red when it's pretty clear. I don't remember what kind of jig this is. I really like the Strike King jigs, so that's probably what this is. And this is a structure jig. I have a lot of trees and stumps in my pond. They when they built it, they cut like half the tree off and they left it in there. So I got a bunch of standing timber in my pond, and I like throwing this one. This one's got rattles. I'll bang it up against the trees, and this one gets the job done. I think this is Missouri crawl. I'm not really sure. This is an all-terrain tackle jig. The next one would be a buzzbait. You can either go with black, like the standard black, or the white. I only buy the clacker ones. I feel like they make a more irritating noise, and the bass strike it more aggressively. And this is a Picasso. I really like the Picasso ones. No, it's not Picasso. I'm sorry. This is the Booyah one. The Picasso, I don't think they make a clacking one, and I think their wire is a little bit different. But these are both Booyah. I got white and black, the standard colors that one would use. Now for my favorite soft plastics. My favorite to throw is the Senko. My favorite color is red shad, and this I already have one rigged up. This is how I rig it. Some people think that you rig it like right in the center, but I find it to have a better action with it kind of not centered, and I get more strikes that way. I don't really know if that makes a difference or if it's just me overthinking it, but that's just me. I use 2 O-rings because it holds the stick bait a lot longer, and then I use the owner circle hooks. I think this is either a 1/0 or a 2/0. I'm not sure. But I like the owners. Those are my favorite ones. Also for kind of like, I guess you'd call finesse fishing, you get these little finesse worms. I also, even though I'm showing you these, my favorite ones are the Zoom Magnum finesse worms. This is a new one I picked up. This is a KVD finesse worm. It's got like a little cupped inside, and it spits out bubbles while it's coming through the water, so I thought that was kind of cool. So this one, you could actually Nico rig it, and I found these cool little Nico rig hooks from VMC the other day, and what you do is you basically just you hook it kind of like you do like a wacky worm, and then you would have, I don't have any with me, but you would have like a little nail weight in the nose of the bait, and then you'd have the Nico rig. But I really like these little hooks. They're even good for wacky rigging because they're weedless. Moving on to the bigger stuff, I would use like a, what size is this? This is a 7-inch rip and tail worm. Again, it's my favorite color, red shad. These things stink, but I really like them. I catch a lot of fish on them. For this, I would use just a regular EWG. I use the VMCs, and then sometimes I get the Gamakatsus. But this is a 3/0. I either use 3/0, 4/0, or 5/0. I don't go below that. I have a really hard time buying those size hooks because I don't really have a lot of confidence in them. And then we go with kind of like a new favorite bait. A lot of people told me that this bait catches a lot of fish, and I'm like, I've never caught a fish on a green pumpkin lure before, so I'm not gonna buy them. But I got a gift card for my birthday, so I bought them just to try them, and I love them. Everybody was right. I'm sorry I doubted people, but this is just a green pumpkin trick worm. You can either wacky rig this or Texas rig it. I prefer a Texas rig with a, depends on where I'm fishing, but in my pond, it goes up to like 12 feet, 12 or 14 feet. That's how deep it is. But I don't really fish that deep. I usually fish around like the edge. It's like a weird shaped pond, but around the edges, it only gets to like 7 or 8 feet on one side of the pond, and then the other side of the pond is just deep. It's kind of weird how it's laid out, but I think this pond is so old. I think every time it's just eroded. I don't really know, but I really use like a 1/4 ounce weight. I don't buy tungsten because it's expensive, so I use the little painted weights from Cabela's, the little bullet weights. And the second one would be a big worm. So I like the 10.5 old monsters. Two colors that I like are the watermelon candy. It's like a watermelon color with purple, red, and green flakes in it. And then the next one would be red bug. This is my second favorite color to the red shad because I have been catching giants on these lately. That's not red bug. That's, I got different worms in these things. That's a net bait worm. Alright, here's the zoom worm. This is the red bug. It has just green flakes in it. I'm talking giant fish. I love this one. I swore up and down the other day that I caught at least a double digit. If it wasn't a double digit, it was dang close. Because when that sucker jumped out of the water, I about died. But sadly, he shook his head and he flung the hook, so didn't get to land him. It was depressing and all that, but live and you learn, I guess. Don't fish over a barbed wire fence. That's what I did, and that was a bad move. I'm an idiot for that, but it's okay. That's the red button. And then the last bait, I don't really throw a lot, but it catches fish, so I haven't even opened this one yet. I'm gonna use the Kytex, but I couldn't find them in my room, so this is just a little swim bait. I'm sorry about that. My dad called. So this is the Strike King Rage Tail Swimmer. This is the 3.75 inch. This is the Pro Blue color. I normally just stick to like the, it's like half black, half white. I can't remember what color it is. But swim bait, and then you can either rig the swim bait on a weighted swim bait hook. This is a Gamakatsu. I think this is a 3/0. It may be a 5/0. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a 3/0. Or you could put it on a You can put it on a jig head with the blade on it, or you can use these flashy swimmers. I love the flashy swimmers. This is a 5/0. And my phone is blowing up. I really like to put these on there. And a nut, just an extra 2 baits I would use during the fall is a wobble head. You can put a creature bait or a crawl on the back of it. And just drag it or hop it along the bottom. And then another one for the finesse. Those little finesse worms. Put these on there like a little Ned rig. And it gets the job done. So that's all for my top fall baits. My 27 fall baits. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe I taught you something. I probably didn't, but this is what I like to use. So hopefully you can take it and you can learn. You can learn to catch fish with some of these if you haven't. I wish you luck because I haven't been having any luck lately. So that's why I'm doing this video. But thanks for watching.